Morning, Jimmy Krotov. Morning, Jimmy Krotov speaking. From Safonchevo, not far from Moscow. Um, Overcleaning. I've been in States twice, both times by mistake. I was invited by the very conservative think tanks, you can say it. First time it was in 1994 by Acton Institute, which is founded and uh, by Father Robert Sirico, and it is a think tank of the ultra-right conservatives. Now it is very pro-Trump, and I was supposed, and I did it, to lecture about the sins of central planning, which I've done, but mostly people ask me about Russian Orthodoxy. I was in the Cossack without a cross. I was not a priest then, but in the Cossack. And it was quite exotic. And above all, a man from Russia in the American university. I've been in a lot of spaces, Santa Barbara, San Diego, Los Angeles, Atlanta. The headquarters of Acton Institute is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was in Boston, New York, Washington, etc., etc. And second time, it was in 2013 in Provo. The Church of the Saints of the Last Day invited me to participate in the conference about religious freedom as a journalist. And due to that, and after Provo, I was in Washington in the Jamestown University on the conference about religious freedom also. And I was invited by Mormons, because it's Mormons, to the party. And I guess it was the very high level with some senator speaking for an hour and a half. And everything was so glamour. And the idea is to say, I didn't manage to receive any grant from any American institute or something like this. I worked for the Radio Liberty for 20 years, and it is much better because 20 years of living without thinking about the piece of bread. And but when I was on this party in Washington, I understand that I'm a man of another culture, of another world. And it shocked, you see, in America, I did to say, it's normal to be healthy, to smile, to be clean, to be accurate, well, to be, you understand. For me, the only association of such style is with the Communist Party apparatchiks, workers, the main enemies of liberty, because they've imitated American style. You see, Brezhnev, when he was young, looked absolutely like some American Hollywood actor. He was very, not smart, he was very sympathetic, beautiful. And I dare to say, by the way, not all Americans smile. In 1994, I was invited to visit my sponsors. My grant was given by Bradleys, which are from Milwaukee, and I was in Milwaukee in their headquarters, and Bradleys are making beer. And I've entered the room where they've sat, and there was a lot of smoke, cigars, and no smiles, old style, before Great Depression. You see, smiles appeared on the faces of Americans only during the Great Depression as a sign that I'm healthy, I can work. And these people, which are millionaires, can afford themselves to live without smiles. They don't send any signals to anyone. They rule. And I'll tell you, certainly Jesus was not a poor man. He was middle class, according to the standards of the epoch in that place. But why he made such a lengthy apology for poverty of spirit, but still poverty. And he stressed that he has no place to sleep, where to put your head. That's the Hebraism. Because, anecdote, Shalapin, famous Russian baritone who lived 100 years ago, cold Russian winter, and he came out from the restaurant and he's all red from what he ate, and he's in shuba, very warm coat, and suddenly he sees his old friend from a small provincial town with whom he sang 20 years ago, and he called him, Ivan, stop, let us talk, how are you? And Ivan is in a very shabby clothes, and he says, what are you? Summer, wait until the summer. Certainly a man of a high social position, a man who received $100,000, can be so kind as to stop and speak with me, or with any other Moloch, if you remember Herbert Wells. He can speak. The problem is that I have no possibility. Poor men are more, how to say it, they're deprived of time. They're more busy than wealthy men. They cannot afford themselves this chat, this chattering. That's why the main words which pronounced Jesus, he pronounced from the cross. Because when you're on the cross, your words has a special weight. Your words have a special weight. They are most important words in your life because they are based on the agony, not on money. It seems to me there was an American saying that people enjoy underdogs but follow big dogs. I am underdog. And Jesus is underdog. Jesus is big dog who became underdog. This is the poverty of spirit. So I think that the first problem of the United States is an abundance of money. It's the main obstacle for Americans also. Give me your money. No, I am not a Protestant preacher of the gospel of prosperity. And I have no private jet. Sorry. Give me private jet. I think that if we have a lemon, we must make a lemonade. If we have a poverty, we must make a poverty of spirit out of it. I am not a poor man according to the Russian standards or Pakistan standards. I have house, car, I have wife, 2 sons, granddaughters, grandson. Wealthy man. I have Mac, although I will never have a new one because now Apple boycott Russia, can sell Russia. And it was a mistake, and it is a mistake. Okay, so be aware of the dangers of being wealthy, of being overclean, glamour, healthy. You can, God bless you, have money, have a lot of money. But remember about the dangers of money and of wealth. There was a lot of dangers in poverty. I know them all. And my hero, by the way, is a brother of some of my American friend, whose surname is Lindsay, American Baptist pastor, from the pastor's family, and his father served on the American War Fleet, yes. And he is the middle class. But one day he said to himself that I'm not Christian. I don't follow Christ's commandments. And he left his white suburb parish and became a priest for Latinos in Los Angeles suburb, for the most poor, for the most marginal people, as far as I understand. I'm afraid I cannot repeat his way to Christ, because he went not to Latinos, he went to God. Jimmy Carter, Moscow, bye.